What it is, what it do. Welcome back to another episode of Joint Conversations. It's your boy D.
And your boy A.K.A and Marley.
And you know how it is, man. We just back here kicking it.
We back.
Popping our shit.
After
You
a
feel
little,
me?
after a little hiatus.
You know, it's been a little while. Everybody, been going through life. You feel me?
You heard. Going through their own things. Handling other obligations and stuff. You feel me?
But as you can
Taking care
clearly
of business.
see, God got us here another day.
Mm-hmm.
Does he not? Yes, he does.
Yes, he do. Yes, he do.
He got us right here another day with the sight to see and a mind to think clearly and sit back and kick it with you guys while we have joint conversations.
Every time I roll up, you be with the shits. Why I can't just chill without the other shit? You be all up in my phone when I put it down. I was about to get a 7, now I need an ounce. When I leave, you call my phone. When you coming back, wanna know my location like a Uber app. Wanna get high with my niggas while we talk paper. Roll it in the guava leaf for the raw paper.
Facts.
How we feeling today, brother?
Feeling good, man. You know I'm good. You know, I ain't got much to complain about. Been getting a lot of good news lately, so I'm appreciate it.
Blessings in abundance. Blessings in abundance. You feel me? So we want y'all to chill, kick back.
Light your joint and enjoy the conversation. You know how it go. But we gonna get right into it. You feel me? We finally got. I ain't gonna say we finally got some music, but we finally got the music that we've been anticipating for the last few months. We just gonna say the whole year. We got us some good. You feel me? We got some good things to talk about. We got a Kendrick verse. We got two albums that we need to speak on. You feel me? But before we get into them albums, did you hear the Kendrick verse?
Yeah, I did, dog. I did. I ain't dissected in detail, but
What you think?
it was a vibe. I fucked with it.
Based off what you heard, you fucking with it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going on in the first half, but you feel me? When it kicked up, it kicked up. You feel me?
I was just gonna ask you, did you like the actual song like before?
I like Kendrick verse. You feel me? Like shouts out to
Baby King.
Baby King.
You feel me? Baby King, Keem. You feel me?
Baby King.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shouts out to him. He dig me, but yeah, shouts out to K-Dot. K-Dot, you did your thing.
Yeah.
It's all love to everybody, but K-Dot, you did your motherfucking thing. You feel me? I fucks with it.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's kind of smooth.
I'm gonna be honest. The vibe, of course, it's gonna always have the Kendrick vibe that you expect. But I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I really like the verse. Like it's the Kendrick vibe, but I don't know if it's what I expected. As far as the shock value and the ooh, that was some shit, or that was it. Maybe it went over my head. Maybe I missed it. But from what I feel like I know, I don't really like that shit. Like it ain't it ain't the Control verse. I tell you that much. Definitely ain't Control. But I mean,
it's cool.
It is what
I
it
get what
is.
you're saying, like to leave us on that note, and then you come back with something that's a little lighter than niggas expected. You feel me? I guess I get you. You feel me? Like I feel you. You're entitled to that.
You gotta get to the mic, B.
My bad. I said you're entitled to that. You feel me? Like if that's how you feel, you feel me? You expected a little bit more after the whole Control.
Yeah, it ain't that I just
you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like after they give you that type of energy.
I just expected a little bit more after you going on this hiatus for what? When the last time we dropped? 2017, I think.
Was it? No, I don't think it was that late, bro.
Yeah, damn, wasn't 20. It wasn't. I don't think it was 28. It probably was 2018. It could have been, but I'm not sure. But when you dip out for that long with no features and niggas been waiting.
No,
I'm not gonna say it ain't a disappointment. It ain't a disappointment. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I ain't saying it's a disappointment. It definitely ain't a disappointment. Like I said, it give you that Kendrick vibe, but that's what it give you. It give you that. It's just the mask. Like yeah, you gonna feel what you usually feel with my shit, but it ain't gonna be the Kendrick just killed. No. He just did what he do what he do, but he ain't do what he do. If you get me, but
I get you. I feel you.
But on to let's get to the messy shit, man. Drake and Kanye. We gotta finish. We gotta get into that first before we even take a step further. We is not finna get around that. We can't ignore the elephant in the room. Two big elephants in the room.
Can we just appreciate two artists?
We can't.
Are the days of just appreciating two artists done?
Yeah, but when we
drop it, you can't just like damn. If I ain't gonna lie, the little baby and the baby drop some shit. This shit hard as fuck.
When it's obvious,
drop some shit behind them boys. This shit hard. Hey, Gucci just dropped some.
When it's obvious, no, you can't.
When it's war.
When it's obvious, and when it's obvious, just like with the just to backpedal a little bit with the Kendrick verse, you had people asking like, is he talking to? You feel me? Is he talking to this person? Is he talking to that? Because it's going, long as the animosity there, as long as we know it's some shit there. Yeah, looking for it. You feel me? And then when like in this case with Drake and Kanye, when y'all niggas are literally taking light jabs and subliminal jabs at each other outside of music, of course we finna compare this shit when it drop. And then when you niggas got shots directed at each other on y'all albums, of course we finna compare these shit. Now, in retrospect and actually seeing this shit now, two completely different albums, two completely different bodies of work.
It's like now you just fishing to find the songs where they find like,
shit, they ain't fishing. They made it obvious. We know which songs is which and where them shit's directed to.
Yeah.
You feel me? It ain't like we ain't got to do too much reaching.
I gotta go back in Kanye album and really like see which tracks were the ones that was directed towards Drake, because he has some very, very like nice songs on there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like just like Drake got some nice songs on there outside of any dissing or anything like that.
Yeah, but when you got Andre 3000 making press releases about how he had to had to get his album, his verse taken off of Kanye album because Kanye put his verse on a diss track. What you gonna argue about? Like when a nigga saying he don't want his verse on the song because it's a diss track that he had no idea about, type shit on some sneaky shit. What can you got? Like, even if we not trying to compare.
Let me ask you: if you had a bazooka and you knew a nigga was coming for you, you wouldn't try to load that bazooka in your car before you drive off, even if it was your homeboy shit? Like you wouldn't think I'm finna blow this nigga the fuck up.
Yeah, but
so you got Andre 3000 and you like, sense, I know I can smack this.
In this sense, it's more of a you taking your dog bazooka, going to catch a body with it, and just putting it back in your dog crib and not telling him, and he thinking his shit's still clean.
I get you. So you damn.
I'm just saying you can't.
That
put
was
a
a
nigga,
good one, my nigga. That was a good one.
You can't put a nigga on the diss track and not tell him. At least like, yo, okay, this track right here, like this is what I'm finna do. And mind you, like with the Kanye album, there's a lot of people that's pissed off of the way he moved and the way he did things. Like you had, like it was said that he did shit like he's sending everybody open verses and not really like not the actual track. So people thinking they finna be on this song, and then the song come out and they not on there, and it's like, damn, we took time out of our shit to contribute to your shit. And knowing that it's Kanye, he probably gave niggas all type of motivational speeches, all type of let's stick together and shit. And niggas was like, yeah, here we go, finna go drop this shit for Kanye. And then the album dropped, and it's like, yo, where my shit at? Like, damn, nigga.
Oh, nah, it's here. It's going on Donda 2.
Donda. It's going on Donda 2. I mean,
it's going on Donda 2 because you gotta remember.
I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta remember, Kanye released whatever one that was released. Mm-hmm. He only released the clean version.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they say, if I'm not mistaken, this album was dedicated to his old girl. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So he released this one just a clean version. So if he does do a Donda 2, and he has the explicit version with everybody's verses or whatever case is like, but granted, I'm just gonna say that the lines of communication probably aren't clear. Mm-hmm. On top of the fact that people react way faster than they used to back in the day, because you could just instantly be 38 and not send your people to find out what the hell going on.
True.
So now you just voicing your opinion about
Before
that shit.
you can even clarify.
And it's like, yo, y'all boys vibe. Like, I paid y'all for the verse, or I told y'all we gonna use it, or whatever the case is. So now y'all forgetting about the Kanye genius.
If a nigga got paid and his verse ain't get used, bro, shut up. But I mean, we all. I mean,
but
shit.
it's probably just just a sense of being hurt.
Yeah.
But again, y'all forgetting the Kanye genius.
Hey.
So y'all gave up on the everything that I told you in the studio when we was talking. Everything that I was, like, granted, the 150,000 shit was kind of sneaky. That shit kind of buzzy. You feel me? I wish you ran this shit by me. Because you trying to release this shit or whatever the case
Right.
is. But
you feel me?
it was like, goddamn, dog. But I think the biggest issue was the fact that it was leaked. So, I don't know how leaking really go. I don't know what, a nigga gonna be like, you really think Kanye gonna let somebody leak his shit? You don't understand hackers, my nigga. Like, niggas can do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga shit they get hacked. I mean, leaked. You got your business people giving updates on when it's finna drop, and then it drop at that
not
time.
Not the album. I'm talking about that song with
Okay. I'm about to say.
Like, say for example,
because Kanye did that, boy. He tried to do that shit. Oh, Universal released my album without me. Stop it, $5.
That was his wolf cry, and that'd be his wolf cry. But
stop it, $5.
when it comes down to y'all niggas probably put the shit on and just try to hear how that shit sound. And he was like, damn, this shit do sound hard. Alright, let me take this shit off, type shit. And you get somebody that is sneaky enough to try to keep that copy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I got Kanye West and Andre 3000 on the song, talking about Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of buzzer shit.
Or a parent to talk about Drake because you feel me?
But that's just me being optimistic, saying that it might have been something like that. But at the end of the day, it's buzzing if you didn't move that way with the nigga verse who thought the song was gonna be on something else.
Right.
You feel me?
Okay, so did you listen to the album, both albums in its entirety, or you just heard because I only heard.
I've heard more Kanye than I've heard the Drake album, but I've heard a few songs off the Drake album. And it's like, it's cool.
I heard.
But I'm a Drake fan that's like, alright, that shit vibe, and I keep it pushing. I'm not a.
You're not blind by the hype shit. It gotta be. It's good. It better be. If you gonna be boosting that shit, it's gonna have to be.
I had my time with Wayne. You know what I'm saying? That was my artist that I would move like everything that dropped. Oh, as well as Eminem. Them two, everything that y'all boys dropped, I instantly jumped on it like, yo, y'all niggas tripping, man. This shit. Until I really sit back and thinking like, okay. Yeah. Maybe this shit's smooth, but this shit was alright. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or maybe this is just my style and not their style. It's not everybody's style.
Fact.
So that's how I listen to Drake. Like, sometimes when you drop some shit and it's like, okay, you got some bangers on this shit. You got some shit I know I'm finna play at this point in time with it. Okay, I'm gonna find those.
They gonna find me.
They gonna find me. Drake songs find me. You know what I'm saying? But nigga smooth, he cool.
I'm gonna say I heard. I'm gonna say I heard maybe 10 tracks off of each song. I mean, off of each album. And granted, Kanye had like 20 something tracks on his shit, so I barely even chipped the iceberg on his shit. And that's more than half of Drake album. But they are. I'm not gonna compare the two because they are totally two different albums. But what I am gonna say for what they are, and I'm gonna say, let me say like I want to, because I don't want to, like, I still don't want to compare them, but I want to still give my my comparison without if that makes sense. You feel me? Like, for what they are and is in their own lanes, I'm gonna give it to Drake for what they are, even in his own right. Like, for what Drake album is and for what Kanye album is in their own right, I still gotta. I'm finna get it the advantage to the Canadian. You feel? And I mean, you got people that's like, because what I think about Kanye album is, and I see a lot of people kind of saying that, it's like, it's on something positive. People ain't you don't want nothing. Ain't that I don't want nothing positive. I just feel like even if in the positive, even in the positive approach, it could have been better. Like, you just gave it, like, I feel like it's a chant album. Like, that's some shit you put on. You feel me? To get yourself in some type of some type of. I ain't gonna say war type of energy. Yeah, but it's more on some. I don't even want to say Negro spirituals either, but it's in that type of vibe because it's more chants. You like the intro, the Donda intro, and granted, it's for his mom, so all due respect, but it's a chant. Even the jail song sound like a chant. A lot of this shit sound like a chant, and that's what and so far as music, Drake shit is actually more of music than in my opinion.
So just as I expressed about a previous artist that we ain't really got to touch on. You got certain artists that come out and there's like a way that they do things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you got some artists that usually come out with concept albums.
Right.
So you know me for being a conceptual artist. I come out with, whether you want to call it schemes, whatever the fuck, this is the way that I make my music. Right. I never really come out with, a catalog of music that you might play on the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming out with necessarily music that you're supposed to play in a cup. Mm-hmm. I have music that you keep in your collection because it was a concept album. You feel me? So, well, yeah, you had 808s and Heartbreak. Everybody knew the nigga was going through a breakup or whatever, so it had a lot of weird, different type of songs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even all type of,
that's the
same chanting shits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cold. You just vibing with the shit. When he came out with fucking Power. Mm-hmm. Not Power, I'm tripping. With the song Power, but when he came out with My Dark Twisted Fantasy. Those weren't songs that you're supposed to necessarily hear on the radio, but those dope ass songs that ended up being played on the radio.
Yeah, that was that, and it was music.
You feel me? But
yeah,
he has songs on here now that's like music. I said like music. That's music.
Could be, like I said, I ain't hear it, so yeah, you could be right. I'm not even finna argue because I can't.
But it's a matter of, just as you said, when you listen to Drake, you probably in the mode already to just vibe to some music. You feel me? So Drake will give you that. And if you got a feature over here and there or whatever the case is, that shit gonna give you that vibe of like, hey,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then you gotta click onto a mode to listen to
you gotta, like you said, as far as the concept album, you gotta be searching for a vibe to go click on.
You gotta understand the vibe that's
to
going
click
on
Kanye shit type shit. Like I want my positive vibe. I want my I'm not gonna say Christian, but my God bless you. I want my godly vibe. Then let me pop in this. I might pop in
his shit right
yeah.
And that's another thing I told a lot of people, like, outside of somebody trying to say like, yo, the shit sound devilish. Like the chanting thing, I get y'all. That shit was weird. No. Like that shit was weird.
That shit was weird.
Branding, marketing, cool, but awkward. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like the fact that you hear a lot of hymns, you hear a lot of church-like music and stuff like that, why would you be surprised from a nigga who's been doing class on Sundays or Kanye Sunday specials or whatever Sunday service? Yeah. Why would you be surprised that he dropped an album like this?
That's what in the last album.
This is a nigga you never know what the hell he got going on. Then he just drops an album and he called it Scorpion. Yeah. What's that?
In the last album he dropped was considered an actual gospel album. So what did you kind of expect in this album type shit? Ain't like he said he was gonna change his approach or his whole meaning type shit.
You know what I'm saying? He just said I'm gonna drop something. So that's why I give it that that respect. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But both beautiful bodies of work.
Yeah,
I can't take niggas that just drop music and you be like, hey, I just got some new shit to listen to. You feel me? All my niggas just dropped some fire ass shit. Whatever the fuck they got going on with the labels and the numbers and stuff like that, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Because it never has anything to do with nobody.
Yeah, because now I ain't gonna lie. Because now it's more, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now it's more quote unquote beef. And I don't mean like on-site beef. Like back then, you had your T.I.s and your Ludacris. You had your Wayne and Gillies, your Wayne and whoever. And you feel me? You had your beefs and shit. But today you got your, and I'm like it might, I ain't saying it's real beef. You might got your little fake beef shits now. So whenever some shit pop off, we are to the point where we conditioned to compare some shit already. Not even bring like women into it. Like every time a woman drop an album, like women in rap, that shit gonna get compared to whichever woman just dropped last. Every time I see the shit, it never fails.
Or it be compared to the numbers
Like if Cardi drop,
hey yo, this person did some fire numbers.
if Cardi drop, we know who she gonna get compared to. If Meg drop, she gonna get compared to somebody. It's like off the rip to the point where everybody it's just the norm now. People just comparing shit. But like you said, both albums, great shit. You feel me? I listened, like I said, I only listened to like a little bit of Kanye shit, and I'm gonna just say it ain't for me right now.
It ain't for you right now.
That's it. You feel me? Cause I haven't found some shit that I could like really go back to. I got some shit. I get some shit that sound good on there that I like, but I haven't found that I could go back to that's giving me the replay value type shit. I got a couple of those out of my 10 songs already on the Drake album, but look, there we go somewhere comparing again. But I seen you was looking up there. What you was looking at? What you were finna ask me about?
Fake high school tricked everyone.
You ain't see the shit on ESPN?
Which one?
The fake high school. The fake high. I forgot the name of the school, dog. But they tricked ESPN and basically high school football into thinking that they was like a real high school. They played against IMG, the IMG Academy. I forgot where they located at. But they played on ESPN, and they was like, they not. I ain't gonna say like they not a real high school. So basically,
it's just niggas that want to play football on ESPN.
Yeah, it's a school, but it's not. I don't think they qualify as a. Okay, so here you go. I got this story. So it's like, say, a fake high school from Columbus, Ohio, set the internet ablaze after school fooled ESPN into airing one of his games against powerhouse IMG Academy by telling them they had several Division I athletes on their roster. ESPN announcers admitted on the broadcast that they couldn't confirm that information and seemed to be the first of many alleged lies told by Bishop Sycamore. That's the name of the high school. Several issues like age concerns, playing 2 games in the span of 3 days, and even their coach allegedly having their arrest rose to the surface. And then it say, what else?
An arrest?
Yeah, I guess I don't know what he was arrested for, but he basically was arrested. Like, he got an arrest record. Like, with nobody, like, niggas just out here acting like they just the perfect shit. They just like, they say, what else they say? The school was previously known as COF Academy before getting shut down in 2018. Aaron Boyd, who claims to be the first ever player recruited by Bishop Sycamore, has been exposing the dark secrets of Bishop Sycamore ever since he left. So you got a whistleblower. So for the past couple of days they've been going back and forth. I seen some shit recently come out about the coach saying, you know, what do you say? He say, oh, they're not a fake. He say they're not a fake high school. They're a post grad, some crazy, some bullshit.
So basically, you got adults playing against kids.
Somewhat, yeah. Adults, age all over the place, basically.
There's a bunch of gangster niggas, there's a bunch of school kids.
But they got their ass kicked.
That's funny. That's funny.
And I remember, like, damn, what is his getting their ass kicked? Like, I'll say, and when I look, I'm like, okay, well, that's IMG playing them, so that's understandable because that's IMG. Like, anybody who's finna go there. You got famous people, we got athlete kids go to that school. Famous people kids go to that school. So it wasn't like a shock to me that somebody was getting their ass kicked down there blowed out. So I kept it pushing. The next day I see this shit, I'm like, oh shit. How do you pull the wool over ESPN? Y'all was ESPN was too busy doing business with Drake.
Being thirsty for media.
They were too busy with they done did I heard earlier not to bring it back up again, but Drake got to deal with, and I wonder why, because that's how we found out. I don't know if you know, that's how Drake everybody had got the news when Drake album was dropping, was on ESPN. They made it seem like they station got hacked. Like, I think it came at the bottom of the screen like Drake dropping September 3rd or some crazy shit like that. and they made it seem like they got hacked, and they
Something to do with ESPN.
yeah. So it came out. It just came out recently. Like that happened and all that other shit. The album dropped, and then it just came out. I just heard today that he got like a 10 game deal with ESPN or the NFL right now, like for 10 like either 10 weeks or 10 games of the NFL this season. So y'all that was so busy doing that, y'all that got tricked by a fake high school. Get y'all shit together, Disney. Let me leave y'all ass alone. I don't need y'all fucking with me. But oh yeah, man. Damn, man. Some sad news, man. R.I.P Omar, man.
Sure.
Michael K. I don't know if it's Michael K. or Michael. I'm gonna just call you Michael. You feel me? R.I.P to you, man. Like, Omar coming. Damn, dog. Y'all be careful out here, man. Gotta be careful out here, man. So R.I.P to Omar, man.
Damn, dog, that's crazy. He was a dope ass actor, bro.
He did a lot of
He was
shit.
a dope ass. You ever seen that movie? Damn, I forget it. It's like a 3D movie, kind of. With like this girl, she's like a robotic girl or something like that. And you gotta fight her at the end.
Nah.
Dog, I swear, dog. If it wasn't him, it's the other nigga getting confused with, and I hope it's not, dog. I might be wrong, everybody. So we just go scratch that.
Nah, but
Yeah,
he
dog,
did.
that
He
shit
do
was-
got it.
He got a lot of movies, dog.
He was on the show that recently got canceled, the Lovecraft Country. I don't know if you was watching that shit. Dog, you should get into that shit.
You know.
Yeah, bro. I be trying to give you some recommendations, but you ain't gonna. Well, I'm trying to steer you the right way so you don't waste your time because you already don't watch no TV. So I'm trying to give you the for sure hits where you ain't finna watch no bullshit. You just gotta trust me. You just gotta trust me. That's some shit. Lovecraft Country is something like you should get into. I mean, as far as his like that shit tap into like that shit tie in real history into their storyline. So it's a real show, but it actually give you real shit. Oh man, how you feel about all these reboots, man? Do you like the fact that they rebooting all our shit that we was watching growing up, and you know it's gonna be corny, and these kids barely watch TV anyway. They putting a bad stink on our shit. I see a lot of reboots. I see a lot of Fresh Prince reboots.
That's like saying Batman was yours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Batman wasn't yours.
They gave us ours though. They
okay.
Yeah,
and
but
then we have to pass it down until they earn their own shit. Like they tried. Like really watching Wizards and Waverly Place.
Yeah.
Like,
nah, Wizards of Waverly Place did they shit. That's why Selena Gomez is who she is.
I don't know why I thought about that. Like, you know,
you just screamed some shit out.
Hit you, bro.
Yeah, you screamed the first thing. This nigga said wizard. That's the first thing popped in his head.
Oh man, dog. You know when the tree like really hit you, dog. Like you ever smoke train wreck?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't believe I did.
It's a strand called train wreck.
Yeah, I know.
remember it thoroughly because that shit makes
used to wreck your ass.
laugh. Like I know you probably hit some strands that.
How you rolling?
But that shit makes you laugh, and it might be because of the comment you made off camera. You feel me? That still got me dying right now. Cause that shit was classic. Like that shit gonna be in my head forever. That, but
You little rough out here, y'all tripping. It's going down outside in the hood every day, all day. But nah, though, man, I ain't. But on to some other shit, dog.
hey, the reboots. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
What's been rebooted now?
So I say I know the Fresh Prince shit that they talking about. I mean house them trying to do another house party. I'm not so mad about. I just be like, damn, dog. Like create some of your own shit, man.
Create something new.
That's it, but not in the name of some old shit though.
But the thing about people creating new things for whatever reason,
Mm-hmm.
they get attacked and be like, you just copying that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not really copying it. It might have been inspired. It might have been like with damn, what's my shorty name? Oh,
No,
she was in Little. What's her name again?
And Little. What's Little? Little what?
The movie Little with the little black girl. Wherever.
You got me stumped, bro.
Damn dog.
You got me stumped on that one.
Lisa. Is it Lisa Ray?
Light skin?
No, okay, not Lisa Ray. Damn dog.
Issa Rae.
Issa Rae.
Oh, okay.
Yes, her.
Okay.
That's my girl.
Oh, okay.
She has a show that was on HBO.
The Insecure shit.
Yeah, and that's a dope ass show right there.
It is. I fuck with Insecure.
Other shows that's happen to be on HBO, like I think it's Blindness or something like that.
I don't.
Or it's, like they have shows that's out there, like maybe everybody not gravitating to them or
yeah,
as acceptable to them, but a lot of people probably just miss things. You know what I'm saying? It's like fans that missed Roseanne, so they brought Roseanne back for whatever reason.
Yeah, but before she fucked herself over, and then they had to rename it and just took her off the show.
Right, you feel me? But fans were looking for something like that, or like a 2.5 Men type show. They just find a way to just keep putting people in it or whatever. But
yeah, I would rather, even if you're going to bite it or be inspired, I would rather you do that than just call it what you going to call it. Because now you definitely got to live up to whatever you about to call yourself rebooting. Rather than you just recreating it, calling it your own shit. And just, if it hit, it hit. If it don't, it don't. But if you're going to call it something that's already living and that's already got its own legacy, you finna initially draw in old fans, new fans, and it's gonna be a lot of people expecting some shit that they already done seen before, or a continuation of, and which it won't be. But when they see that it ain't what they used to, you already done failed if that shit ain't. You better have some real comedians, not real comedians, but if depending on what it is, you better have some real actors, and people ain't really trying to do no real TV shows these days. So you gonna get your actors that's just trying to make a name for themselves that might not be so good in your reboots, and you like, yo, this shit corny, this shit ain't hitting, this shit ain't what I thought it was gonna be. So before you do that, you better off making your own name and saying yeah. And you feel me, just going off of that instead of people finna, oh yeah, this is new, the house party reboot, or even if a motherfucker was to do, I mean, you can't do a Martin reboot, but if you was to do a show named after whoever the main character is, you better off doing that than trying to say often to do a Martin reboot or some shit like that. But I mean, I'm not watching it. I'd rather just sit there and watch the old shit. Like, why would you reboot Fresh Prince when Fresh Prince actually still come on? Just let us keep watching the old shit. Stop trying to. We don't need that new shit, dog. Keep that shit to yourself. Thank you. And have a nice day.
You hard, dog. What you mean, bro?
Thank you and have a nice day. Nah, fuck that shit.
Hey, look, if y'all think y'all can do it,
do it and name it something else.
Hey, listen, go ahead. If they gave y'all the cosign, y'all paid the fee, et cetera, et cetera.
You right about that shit. You paid.
Hey, just know,
you gotta pay to play. So if you did it, you did it.
Just know you gonna have some of us on the back end that's like, hey, that thing better own up.
Like, that ain't it.
That ain't it. We seen it before. Seen it.
Yo,
oh Lord. Is that what I see? Like you said, Fat Joe versus
and Ja Rule. Yeah, it's confirmed. Who you got though? Who you like? Ja Rule.
Who I like?
Who you got? You said that shit like you had a short answer. Now look. All right. You said that shit like, nigga, you asked me that.
Really? Is it really a question? Who I like? Fat Joe versus Ja Rule. Who I like?
Yeah, who you
bro,
like?
That's really a question, bro?
Yeah, that's really a question, nigga.
Damn, because I never thought I'd be asked that question.
Yeah, there you go. I think I
never thought I'd be asked this question.
I gotta go. Damn.
How you going? Damn.
I think I'm taking. I think I'm taking Ja Rule.
You gonna take Ja Rule?
I think I'm taking Ja on this one. Yeah, I think I'm taking Ja.
You don't think Fat Joe got enough hits? Is that what it is?
Nah, that's definitely not it. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm definitely not saying I've been kind of. I ain't gonna let. And to be honest, I've been kind of wrong on a lot of these fucking verses. I should stop making. I should stop making predictions because I fucking suck. But I do think. I just think Ja Rule shit's gonna hit more. I feel like Ja Rule had more of a chokehold on the game when he had his time. Like Fat Joe more his Fat Joe time is more of a his shit was in like he could drop a hit whenever he want to, so his shit is in spurts. Like every couple of years, whenever he feel like dropping some shit, he gonna drop some shit. Even when he was popping, he dropping what he felt like. Every now and then, Bomb drop some lean back shit, drop some Terror Squad shit.
And Ja Rule has his era, and
Ja Rule was everywhere.
Ja Rule was everywhere, but he had like an era. That nigga,
Fat
Joe been around
forever. He's still around.
You feel me?
He
like
ain't
he's
fall
that
off.
type of artist. You feel me? So he was around before
and it's still going
it's
after.
Still going.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, nigga gave you Make It Rain.
Facts. You right.
Yeah.
And like I said, lean back. Make it rain and lean back. I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga, what's love? If you taking it all the way back.
If we gonna do what's love, I mean Ja Rule. I feel like Ja Rule got a couple tracks that could be what's love.
Of course, but I'm just saying.
Shit, what? Because he gotta play it. Even
Ja got hits.
Even though it's a hit, even though it's like a hip hop versus and what. Ja Rule got it. What you gonna do when he play that Rainy Days? Him and Mary J. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Fat Joe?
See, I gotta go through his catalog.
What you gonna do, Joey Carter, Gina?
Jesus Christ.
That's what he called. I mean, Joey Crack. That nigga said Jesus Christ.
He gonna drop a track that he got with Mariah, if he has one. That's why I said I gotta check his catalog.
I'm about to say, hold on, you about to throw me? I'm like, wait a minute now.
He look like a nigga that do got a song with Mariah.
I don't think he got one of those now. Hold on. He got
one
of the things in the. He got one of the things in the touch. Ja got a song with J-Lo.
What's my motherfucking name? Are you there?
And look now that we grown up, we actually know he was saying R-U-L-E, and we won't be saying Are you ready? But we still gonna be saying Are you ready? Because that shit solidified.
Remember what we were talking about before? We grew up in a different time where niggas' minds, even as kids, was on some like instant, freak shit. You feel me? Like that's all the music that we grew up to, up until this crazy dope music. Like the old heads had songs that used to say shit. We had songs that say shit. Now they just talk about I put my dick on my pants. Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Like what is that?
We was all the way wrong,
because we wanted her to say that to us. On everything. When you met J-Lo,
you was projecting?
When you met J-Lo, listen, man, let me tell you something about Jennifer Lopez, bro. Her music, dog, when you listen to it, it was like, my love don't cost a thing. Great! I'm broke! Perfect! Holla at me! And then you turn around and told me that you was just glad that I know how to walk and hold your hand. Yes.
Then told me you was from the block.
And you feel me? Like you just already. Come on, hood.
You told me you from the block. Like she from the block, homie.
You just admiring me. Come on, man.
I mean, shit, and having.
Come on, man.
Hey.
She was saying things, so when you listen to it as a kid, you was like, "Yes, I'm ready."
I tell you this though, Ja Rule gonna have to. He gonna have to control the vibes. He gonna have to keep it. I mean, not saying that he could. I ain't gonna say he just gonna run away with the chick tracks, because Fat Joe got him some female tracks too that's gonna shake the building. But Ja Rule gonna have to. He gonna have to. You feel me? Dictate where this shit go. If he let Fat Joe take over this shit and turn this shit to
he can't use that one song.
Clap back.
Nah.
You talking about Ja Rule can't?
And Ja Rule got a song that he can't use.
Well, not both of them just gonna perform.
If it wasn't for the money, cars and clothes and movie stars and all the things I got.
Shit, why he can't shit? Drake just gave that same nigga a credit on his album.
He probably used the sample. That's why you had to credit him.
True, but fuck that. He ain't got no choice. Man, you could use that. As long as he do his verse and cut that bitch off when the hook come on.
I love you,
Stop that
You gonna call Lil Mo?
Definitely gotta call Lil Mo. Gotta get Lil Mo on verses.
What was the track again?
Damn. Beats me. I'm fucked. I don't remember. Help me.
What would I be without food?
That nigga said.
I only think about food.
Not the remix, man.
I know you tired of being hungry.
Not the.
So put a cheeseburger on.
Not
me.
the ghetto remix. The ghetto remix. We was back when kids don't even remix shit no more.
Dog,
it's nothing to remix.
Oh my God, dog! Some songs though, kid. Like,
it's nothing to remix.
Where were you when you first heard that song? Like, what was your vibe when you first heard that song?
I probably was.
Put it on me. I don't remember how old you were. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know I was legit.
I mean, 9 times 10, I know I was around my sisters. Shit, that's who I was getting all that's who I was getting all my music from. Anything that I was learning and knowing back then was from my sisters. And granted, I was listening to it differently. They were just listening to it because they probably like Ja Rule or like this person,
right.
But I'm listening to it and I'm just getting it from some other shit.
Yeah.
So I was a shorty. I know I probably had to be in the car somewhere where she had just bought the album, or it probably dropped on the radio. She was picking me up from school or some shit.
I remember I used to go to my cousin's crib and she used to watch BT all day. Like, she got the TV. Me and my brother trying to watch like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network type shit. She
BET.
like, nah. BT, MTV.
Especially
BT,
when 6
MTV.
o'clock comes, nigga. 106 in Park.
Yeah, like that was that.
The TV is not moving.
Hands with whoever got the remote. You get what I'm saying? Shouts out to her, dog. That shit was crazy. But
AJ and Free.
You know them songs that come on. That shit came on. And it was like I don't know. I used to listen to music and just like just hear the female sing it to me, bro. Like that's how that shit was.
You wanted, she's talking to me.
Like damn. Ja Rule got some hits though. He got down ass bitch.
Ja Rule got some shit, dog. Then he got what it is with Jay-Z. Can I get her? Is that what he on with Jay-Z?
You talking about
Can I get her what?
Yeah.
He got one of those.
And then he got that and I know you getting bored.
You gotta
chilling with him.
You gotta bring Bobby. You gotta bring Bobby to
the
man. You definitely
I don't know, kid. That's gonna be a good one though. It's gonna be a good one. Depending on how you feel me? Cause Tippo's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? If we talking about hits, like you gotta remember, they gotta be smooth with his when he do his transition.
They both good. It could be different, but it
close out with New York.
They gotta close out with New York, especially. I don't know where they gonna be at, but not that they gonna be New York, so they gotta close out with that. Even Jadakiss already done. You can't get more of a reaction from that song than Jadakiss already got. So I don't know what you gonna do.
Besides performing the whole thing, having Kiss come by anyway,
and just take his reaction that he gonna get again.
Cause
that's the only way you finna get that reaction.
Verse is sick though.
We outside. I thought we was rapping. Why they don't do the words?
I don't understand.
Hey, Kev, I live in Harlem. I stay in Miami. DJ, like that nigga abused them, boy. I remember arguing with them niggas. I remember arguing with somebody.
Shouts out to Cool and Dre.
I remember arguing with some facts. I remember arguing with somebody before that shit started. I was like, man, Jadakiss better have a strong back if he talking about beating this and nigga. That nigga came in that bitch doing squatting 500. That nigga came in that bitch squatting 500 on the air, but that was some real. But on to some bullshit.
What happened?
On to some bullshit. Man, you heard about judges out here taking rights from parents if they ain't vaccinated?
No, I have not.
Yeah, it's going down. They did it, and he did it, and they did it to a mother. So you know it's open season on the fathers. If this shit get out of hand. I said they did it to a mother, so you know it's open season on the fathers if it get out of hand. Nigga, you ain't vaccinated, nigga. No visitations for you. You ain't vaccinated, no visitations for you.
Don't bring that shit around here. True player for real. That's my for real. Don't bring that stuff around here. Please.
That shit gonna get ugly, man. So, what did it say? So in Chicago, that's what it said. So a Chicago mother says a Cook County judge has taken away her parental rights after learning that she is not vaccinated. Say the father didn't bring this issue before the court, so the judge is really on his own making this type of decision, as far as her not being able to see her child until she vaccinated. So it's like, even though the father didn't try to present this shit, even though they say the father, he ain't present it and he didn't try to use it as, leverage, he also didn't, I mean, what you gonna say to the judge? Like, nah, don't use that as evidence. What you gonna tell him? If he took that initiative and he took it that far to actually say that shit and use that shit as a reason, it's nothing you can say. It's no way back. It's no way you gonna get him to back down from making that decision. You feel me? So they say they feel like the judge breaking new ground with this shit. This shit could get out of hand real soon. Like I said, that's like at this point, that's taking the. We talked about this shit when we first started this part. It's probably on episode 1 or 2. It's taking this vaccine passport shit to a whole nother level. Like these vaccine cards and the shit that they attaching to the reason why you have to get it, or you have to get it if you want to have access to these places and these things. It's getting
a little weirder and weirder.
Mm-hmm. You got even aside from judges, you got doctors turning away patients if they not vaccinated. So and it's like, what happened to the oath that I know it's an oath that you're supposed to take when you become a doctor, like an oath to.
Is it like hospitals or private doctors?
I believe it's a private doctor.
Because if it's a private doctor, then by all means, no disrespect, but fuck you anyways. You have the right to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to come to your institution. I can go to somewhere else that's going to accept me and take care of me. I hate the fact that you probably... Bro. My bad. I'm over here ranting on this side. But I hate the fact that you over here and you have, most of my information. I've been rocking with you for so long, but you now decide to be so anal about this vaccine shit that you want to send me on my way. But I don't have to be there. So you have the right to sit there and say what you want to say by not accepting me into your place of business. So it is what it is. As far as...
But
you
fuck you.
My parental right, that is bonkers.
I
thought I had a right to raise my kid how I want to. You got motherfuckers that's not bathing their kids on purpose.
And you worrying about my vaccination status
because people need to wash their hands. Do you see how you contradict yourself?
Yeah, you got people admitting to not bathing their kids.
But so I only imagine you talking about just ain't do nothing. So how many times did you bathe during the pandemic?
Well, just sat in the house all day, so what? They didn't need to take okay.
My head hurt.
Okay. And just to that's just to like the doctor, she, because now that the Pfizer vaccine is now accepted or has been approved by the Food and Drug Administration. It's like yeah. So you have no reason to doubt it. It's been accepted. Like you should want to get it now because this organization or this administration or whatever the case says it's okay to get.
No, I don't know them like that.
It's the same people that's in charge of fucking. Yeah, man. They're in charge of a lot of shit, and on top of that, like I saw some shit to say, and this is a good question. Why is food and drugs under the same administration in the first fucking place?
This can't hurt my head. You coming for me today, though. You coming for me today.
I'm just saying,
I just owe you something, though.
Why are they under the same? I can tell you what I think, but I ain't. This podcast barely started. I ain't finna get it shut down.
This is funny.
You feel me? But I don't think just because even with that shit being accepted and the Pfizer being, okay, it's okay under the Food and Drug Administration. So fucking what? You still wake up every day and CDC got new guidelines. These vaccines got new guidelines. You know what? I'm gonna say it. You know what? I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say that for off camera. Me and you could talk about that shit. We talk about that shit off camera, or we can make us a Patreon where motherfuckers got to pay for the shit for the ratchet shit that we could say on camera. So y'all want to cancel that, y'all had to pay for it. But we'll get to that somewhere down the line. But I do think it's outrageous that you finna tie parental abilities and parental time to getting this fucking vaccine. You only, like, when people talk about doing their research and they research this, like, you only gonna find what you was looking for. So when people try to find when you look for you got people that look for the information that says the vaccine is good, then you're not gonna see the information that say, yeah, it's good, but you also something that's on the contrary to the good shit about the vaccine that make you want to go get it. You're not gonna see some shit on that same page that make you not want to go get it. You got to be willing to do both sides of the research and not just say, yeah, just the good shit. This all I know is the good shit. Because I also know, I understand that it makes sure if you do happen to catch the COVID, it makes it mild and controllable and all that other stuff. But I also know that it also can make a turn for the worse. So it's like, and I also know you don't, and then I also know that it might help you, and still it help you beat the COVID. I also know people that without the vaccine beat the COVID as well. So it's like, damn, why is it so?
Why y'all making it so mandated? Like this is the only solution to this,
right?
Versus allowing it to be optional. And it's like, I guess the fact that because the resistance is so verbal. Yeah. Versus because the resistance is so verbal versus people just acting by not acting. You know what I'm saying? Like acting by not going to the doctor and shit like that. Right. I ain't gotta tell you that I'm not doing this or I'm not doing that. My medical information is my personal business. You feel me? Yeah,
it used to be, but now motherfuckers asking that question like it's a conversation at a dinner table. That it used to your medical status, your medical whatever. And
but here's the funny thing though. A doctor's office, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like a doctor's office, I understand. You get your patients that come in and, you know, you want to make sure your establishment is as clean as possible and you only want to take vaccinated people or people willing to take the vaccine and all that extra shit. As far as like anywhere else, any other establishment type shit, like after I tell you, please explain to me how you gonna confirm whether or not I'm vaccinated, bro.
The card. No, now they ask. Now they ask.
You see, I wasn't even thoroughly aware. My bad for talking so much heavy shit just then.
So yeah, why would you if the vaccine's so safe and it's so protective and it stops all of this? Why are you so worried about the people who not vaccinated? If the vaccine so called got you protected,
that's one.
You feel me? Like
that's one big one actually.
That's like if you so worried about. Why are you so worried about unvaccinated people if you vaccinated? Because you getting vaccinated was supposed to keep you protected. You literally walking around in the force field right now, supposedly, if you got the vaccine. Mm-hmm. But all of a sudden now you can still catch it, you can still spread it. The Delta. Okay, think about it. If somebody in your household gets the vaccine, essentially they got COVID coming back to the crib. Mm-hmm. Now if you're not vaccinated, and now in hindsight you got the CDC saying that you can still spread it and catch it with the vaccine. So if somebody caught this COVID from somebody who's vaccinated, who's to say that they didn't catch the Delta? It didn't go out and spread that. You feel me? Like who's to say that vaccinated people aren't spreading the mutant variant of COVID?
Oh, snap! They're afraid of X-Men people.
But you know that might be a little bit too deep for this show, so we ain't finna do that. Sorry.
We just be popping our shit.
We just be talking shit, man. We just be smoking and seeing through the smoke and mirrors. You heard me?
You did. But
Feel me? That might be. It look like that might be all we.
Dude, that's all we got.
We probably made it through the whole list.
Like, goddamn.
We made it through the whole list. We might want to. Shit, come up with something. I don't want to end it on vaccine, man. Come up with something. Throw something in the air. Give me an alley-oop or something. Because, goddamn, that's going to be a lot to close that shit. Give me some.
That's crazy. This nigga had me talking about Jennifer Lopez on here today.
We're going to end it. Life is like a box of chocolate. Man.
No. We're going to end it how we open it. Hey, by the way, I like quotes. Every once in a while we might catch a quote or whatever at the end of the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this one right here is from a play called Hamilton.
Him and his Hamilton shit. He love his fucking Hamilton, y'all.
I'm just saying, it's a dope quote, man.
Go ahead, drop it on him. Drop that.
It says, you know, and I'm paraphrasing, but you know, it's from Hamilton. One thing I wish I knew as a young man when I was chasing glory is that you don't control who lives, who dies, and who tells your story. Y'all niggas be mindful about the legacy y'all leave behind in the world that y'all living in. You feel me? Okay. It's a lot about how people remember you, the impression that you leave with them when you meet them. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Bars. Don't let that go over y'all heads. I hope that y'all let that register. And if it didn't, rewind it a couple times until it do. Now, on that note, what I did forget to do at the beginning, I'm gonna do now, is shout out some more of our listeners in our countries and our states. So I'm gonna always shout out first and foremost the crib, Florida. You feel me now? The Carolinas, DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia, New York, Philly, Vermont, Ohio, Chicago, Kansas. You feel me? Cali, the UK, Ireland. We all over right now.
We touching lands, man.
We all over right now, man. We doing some shit now. Quietly now. I just wanted to get, and that ain't the brag, that's to give shout outs to our listeners, you feel me? So now, with that being said, we gonna end it on that, and remember, it's just conversation.
Worldwide.
Every time I roll up, you be with the shits. Why I can't just chill without the other shit? You be all up in my phone when I put it down. I was about to get a 7, now I need an ounce. When I leave, you call my phone. When you coming back, wanna know my location like a Uber app. Wanna get high with my niggas while we talk paper. Roll it in the guava leaf for the rock.